You know, we've been on this Let's Play for quite a while. I mean, this is the 46th episode, I think, and the next episode's probably going to be the last one. And one question that still hasn't been answered is, how the hell does Link open these doors when he doesn't even touch them? Hey everybody, it's the Mick Master 14. Welcome back to more of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we met up with Zelda back at the Temple of Time and learned that Sheik is actually Zelda. Anyways, Zelda was captured and now she's been brought to Ganon's tower and we have to save her. So, let's get playing. Oh yeah, and we also dispelled one of the barriers. Ow. Ooh, I didn't know the Biggoron Sword was a one-hit KO on freezers. There we go. Anyways, we killed both of those assholes, and... I figured that was going to happen. Will this one be nicer? Ow. It didn't even look like that did damage. Alright, recovery heart, that's nice. We have some blue fire here, so we're going to need a bottle. So we burn this stuff, or I guess melt it. We actually haven't seen this mechanic since the Ice Cavern. Like, it was introduced at one point, and then we've never seen it again. In this room, I think what we're actually supposed to do is we're supposed to not get it into a position, but what we're supposed to do is get these blocks into certain holes. And I think I may have already screwed up. But don't worry, if you screw up like I did, just push it over here and it'll respawn. But never mind that. What we want to do is we want to push this block into this hole so that this block can now be pushed over it. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, I hate ice physics, as I'm pretty sure most people do. Ooh, fairy. Come here. Thanks, I actually really needed that. So we pushed over here. And we need more blue fire, and we have to go back to the other room and do the entire puzzle again. Damn it. And yes, we actually do need to redo the entire puzzle because it doesn't save when you leave a room. But on the plus side, at least the timer resets. I'm pretty sure if the timer runs down, I'm pretty sure it's like... I don't know exactly what happens, but I think it's either you die or you have to restart everything. And I haven't exactly figured out what happens when it runs down, because normally when it starts to get down to 0, I normally panic and leave the room. Also, does this fairy respawn? Oh, it does. Hello? There we go. Oh! Oh, no. Yeah, if you fall down, you also have to redo everything. Anyways, now we can finally get up here and actually get down to business. So we melt this, and oh, all right, we need the megaton hammer for this. First time we've actually, I guess it's not the first time we used this in a while because we did just use it in the Gerudo training grounds, but you know what I'm saying. We haven't used this thing much. Which is a shame because it's an absolutely awesome weapon. And here we have a rupee and some magic. And we have to do the exact same thing that we did in the last episode with the other one of these spears. Shoot it with a light arrow, and free the other stage. Only this time the arrow actually disappeared. Water barrier is dispelled. Hurry up. And also, I never really understood what's happening when you shoot the arrow through those orbs. Like, my best guess is that the orbs were stopping the sages from dispelling the barriers, and once they're destroyed, they can actually do their part in dispelling it. I'm guessing that's what it is. That's just a guess, though. And here we're in the shadow area now, and you might think that we have to use the lens of truth. No, we don't. There's actually no invisible path here. In actuality, what we need to do is we need to get a fire arrow ready. Shoot it there, which will allow these blocks to appear. Oh, I thought I was going to overjump that. That gets us to a chest that has an unnecessary blue rupee in it. But anyways, the torch does go out after a few minutes, so, or a few seconds actually, so you are going to have to reignite it. And now, get over here. Do not get sucked in by this like, and I do mean this like specifically. Because if you get sucked in, you guys should be familiar up to this point that when like suck you into their pores, I guess, they steal your items. And they can actually end up stealing the tunic that you're wearing and the shield that you have and spitting you off the edge. And at least to my knowledge, when that happens, the only way to get them back is to reset the game and hope that you didn't save. Because, well, you lose your items if you fall off the edge and the like is gone. Anyways, we actually needed to hit that switch again to get across here, as well as head down here. The switch causes the chest to appear, but it seems like there's no way back up. But thank God we have the hook shot. I swear, this has got to be one of my favorite items in all of Zelda, this thing. I love the hook shot. Anyways, what could this be? Could it be a map, or a compass, or a boss key? No, it is the Golden Gauntlet. You can feel even more power coursing through your arms. Kind of strange that the Golden Gauntlets are more powerful than the Silver Gauntlets because, silver is actually a stronger metal than gold. Would have made more sense for it to be the Golden Gauntlets and then the Platinum Gauntlets. But anyways, this is where we need the Lens of Truth now. And, wow. Megaton Hammer again. Oh yeah, there actually is another torch there, so if you don't want to use the hook shot to hook onto the chest, you actually can use more magic to fire another fire arrow and light another torch. And you do need to follow an invisible path here. So be careful. Be especially careful. Oh! There, we made it across. And I pointlessly smashed the ground. And let's just smash the ground with a Megaton Hammer a bit more, because why not? Nope, not the ice arrows. Not the fire arrows either. We want the light arrows. Speaking of the ice arrows, I don't think I actually showed how the ice arrows work. But I'll make sure to do that in the next room. The shadow barrier has been dispelled. Please save the princess. And I guess while we're doing everything right here, I would kind of like to point out something about this game's story. Like, everything that happened in the adult part of the game is pretty much not all, but mostly Link's fault. Like, he was the one who gathered all the spiritual stones and led Ganondorf into the sacred realm. Like, if Link just left... Oh yeah, we need to put on the special tunic. If Link just stayed in Kakiri Forest, then none of this ever would have happened. Like, he never would have gathered the spiritual stones, he never would have opened the door of time, and Ganondorf never would have taken over. So, yeah, everything that happens in this game is kind of pretty much all Link and Zelda's fault. Anyways, the reason I wanted to put on the hover boots here is because, well, if I take them off, this platform actually sinks if you don't have the hover boots on. Not sure why exactly this thing doesn't sing if you don't have the hover boots on. Or sinks if you don't have the hover boots on. Yeah, that was the proper wording. Again, not sure why it sinks, but it does, and you gotta be careful. I also know... I'm pretty sure this goes without saying, but it makes no sense how Link can roll while... Oh, he actually teleported up. It doesn't make sense that he can teleport, but it also doesn't make sense how he can roll in the air with the hover boots. Like, the hover boots definitely need to be touching the ground for him to work. Like, that's how the physics work. And it does make sense how he can roll on the ground. And also, that's what you needed the golden gauntlets for. If you don't have the golden gauntlets, then you can't lift stuff like that, and you can't look awesome. Because you do look awesome for lifting something like that. It's a fact. Ow. That's like the first time I've ever been attacked by a fire slug. And you also need to fling this up in the air to get this silver one back here, so yeah. And also fall into the lava. But don't worry, once you get all the silver rupees, you don't have to get them again. And now to hookshot across, because there's no other thing that we need to... Yeah. I'm pretty sure we can take the hover boots off now, which is good because I don't like the lack of traction. Heart, and more magic. I'm pretty sure all these things contain hearts, arrows, magic, and rupees. And the arrow... I kind of like it when the arrow stays there, like... It's so funny just it being present in the cutscene, and just the characters talking while there's an arrow sticking into someone's leg. So that is, I'm pretty sure, with the forest barrier that we dispelled last time, and the 3 barriers that we did this time, we've only got 2 more left. And by the way, you have to do the... I guess you don't have to, but you're probably going to complete the shadow barrier before you complete the light barrier. Because you need to lift this thing. And funny thing about the about this area, I never knew about the golden gauntlets. I never figured out what they were supposed to be doing. And also, I know you're there. But anyways, I never figured out how you were supposed to lift those giant things, and because of that, I was never able to complete this game for a while. It wasn't until I watched some random video online that I learned about the golden gauntlet. So that's pretty funny. Like, I almost didn't complete this game because I didn't watch some random video online. Oh yeah, that's right. One thing I don't think I've explained about this game is that you can use 2 items that consume magic at once. So, if you want to use the ice arrows, you can't use them with the lens of truth. That's actually also why you can't do spin attacks with the lens of truth on. And actually, I have a hook shot, so why don't I just kill these guys with that? Oh, that one like jumped in front of his friend to save him. That was pretty funny. This one I'm pretty sure has a key in it. Yeah, it does. And I'm pretty sure all the other chests are trapped, so if you want to trigger them for yourself, go right ahead. And we have the Mark of the Triforce here, so play Zelda's Lullaby, obviously. Not really sure why Ganondorf has a Mark of the Triforce in his castle. Actually, I guess it does make sense because he has the Triforce of Power. And he also needs the complete Triforce in order to take over the world. So, it actually does make sense for him to have this in his castle. Then makes a chest appear, get another small key, and continue onwards. Oh, this area is fun! Kind of. Not really. It's a big round room, and there are silver rupees in each of these pockets. And also on the interiors. Oh. And all of that, well, when you're doing all of this, you also have to avoid getting crushed by these boulders. Yeah, it's kind of like you're playing, like, Ring Around the Rosie or something. Oh, come on, that was totally a hit. There we go. You magically teleport to the ground even though you're very clearly in the air. Oh, what? Those two boulders just came consecutively. Oh, Shadow Monster. Can I test these ice arrows on you? Never mind. Up here, it might look like there's something missing, but this is actually a fake wall. Pretty obvious. More stuff. And I promise we're going to try out the ice arrows at some point. They're not actually a required item. And fun fact, the fire arrows actually are a required item, which I'll get into pretty soon. The light barrier has been dispelled. Hurry. Yeah, they pretty much all say the same thing, so. And with that, we only have one barrier left. Now, I feel like we probably should have tackled more than one barrier in the last episode to make this one a little bit shorter. And we actually need bombs. I don't think ice arrows work on this thing. Oh. There we go. And I'm pretty sure those are actual Armos and not like the scary living ones, so. Ow. Invincibility frames for the win. Kind of. I'm pretty sure what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to move these statues out of the way so they have more room to work with and you can actually run in here and collect the stuff. Or alternatively, you can do something fun and get them more stuff. Yeah, like, look, this one can't move anymore, it's stuck. It's like it's having a seizure or something. I find that really funny. Oh, now we can test these ice arrows. Anyways, the ice arrow freezes the target, and it's very easy to just stick them in place and get free hits off. And fun fact, if you actually complete this, you actually complete the, what is it? Oh yeah, the Gerudo Training Res. If you complete that before you head off to fight Bongo Bongo, you can actually use the ice arrows against him, and if you shoot one of his hands with an ice arrow, he'll actually use his other hand to try and break it out. Which I find really funny, and I'll try to find some video of me doing it or someone else doing that. But anyways, you got bomb shoes here. This is actually the, this is the only point in the game where bomb shoes are required. We have to hit that switch on the other side, so let's wait a bit. No, wait. It went behind me. Alright, this one, we'll get it right. Oh, that was so close. Alright, 1 blink, 2 blink, 3 blinks, 4 blinks. Alright, let's try 1, 2. It was coming off its second blink. There we go. Just barely clipped it. Just barely clipped it. Oh, right here. This is actually the only point in the entire game. Actually, no. Not the only point, but one of the points where you need the fire arrows. I just remember that we actually did need the fire arrows for one point in the shadow area. In this area, you're trying to find the right sun switch that leads you into the next room. And if you guess wrong, you get attacked by one of these assholes. But you do get plenty of money that you don't need. No, it's not that one. No, screw you. Is it this one? I played this game like 5 times beforehand and I got every single one wrong. No, I thought you could kill those guys with light. I know you can kill them with light in Majora's Mask, but not in this game. And with that, the door is now open. Oh, this one actually has a Deku Nut in it, so... yeah, that's not that interesting. But anyways, let's now free the final sage and dispel the final barrier. And yes, the arrow is actually going to stick around for this one. The spirit barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, kid. It's just... I just find it so unnecessarily funny that there's just an arrow sticking around. And with the last barrier dispelled... we can now head to the top of Ganon's castle in the next episode. But wait, that's not where we're ending things off. Before we end things off, I want to head back outside the castle because there's something we can do now that we have the golden gauntlet. And it's something I really want to take care of before I forget because I feel like I am going to forget. If we head back out, we can head over to the end of this trail where we found one of the first great fairies of the game. To over here, and like I said, you need the golden gauntlets to lift this. We head inside to a great fairy's fountain. We're at the end of the game and I still screw up playing Zelda's Lullaby. There we go. And this great fairy gives us by far the greatest reward at all. Or of all. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Courage. I'm going to enhance your defensive power. Receive it now. And the reward we get from finding this Great Fairy is... white pixely borders around our hearts. That is the best reward of all time. Okay, no, in all seriousness, your defensive power has been enhanced. Your defensive power has been enhanced. Damage inflicted by enemies will be reduced by half. When battles made you worry, yada yada yada. Yeah, we've heard it from all your other sisters, so please screw off. And one last thing I want to do is I want to switch my tunic color back to blue because, screw it, I like blue. But anyways, yeah, that is all the time we're going to have for this episode. It's been a bit longer than I was expecting. I was expecting those barriers to take a little less longer to dispel. But nevertheless, we're finally done with all of them. And next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're going to finally head to the top of Ganon's tower and save Princess Zelda, and with that, save Hyrule as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you can, like, comment, and subscribe, because that would really help out the channel. And with that, I'll see you next time. McMaster, out.